Hello everyone, welcome back to Vampyr. So as I said, I changed my outfit. This is actually his default outfit. I switched to the other one. I think it comes with the DLC. I switched it right at the start, but I think this is also good. I mean, personally, I'm not a big fan of trench coats, but you know, it's acceptable. Okay, I want to chat with Dr. Swansea.
Hello, Jonathan. How are things on the West End front?
Complicated, my friend.
Apparently,
Rich and powerful feel threatened by the disease.
there are new dialogue
and have
options,
asked
so
me
I
to
want to
put an end
see
to it.
what I can
Yes.
say.
It is odd how resolving a crisis suddenly increases in urgency when it affects those who matter.
He is not wrong.
It looks like the epidemic is spreading to the western districts of London. I am trying to locate the source of the infection.
It won't be an easy task, my friend. This disease is highly contagious.
Indeed.
Do you not think epidemiology could be helpful in this matter? To retrace the origin of infection through time and topology.
If anyone can perform such a miracle, it will be you, Dr.
Yeah, remember,
Reid.
they didn't have computer models or anything like that
Linked to the vampire curse.
in
We must find the original
during the First World War.
It comes from.
I admire your logic.
Computers
Jonathan,
had not been made yet.
Rationality, when it comes to your kind, is not always a reliable lens.
Do you know Aloysius Dawson, the famous tycoon?
Aloysius, but most people say Aloysius, so
No, I
what
did
gives? I think that they said
But that
Aloysius
is no
at some
surprise.
point.
For half a century, it has been quite the trend for English nobility to join secret societies and occult circles.
Well, the rich have to keep themselves entertained.
But Aloysius Dawson is only a rich merchant.
Yes, richer than Croesus. Wealth is more respected than title these days, even in England.
I think
Did he
Aloysius
contact the Brotherhood of St.
infiltrated the
Try to join your group.
It would not surprise
the organization
me.
to bring it
I am
down from the
certain he has
inside.
never been a member.
Does the Brotherhood of St. Paul know anything about the Ascalon Club?
Well, I'm afraid that's unlikely. Ascalon is a sensitive topic, and whatever material the Brotherhood has,
Is
I
that
may
a
not have
stethoscope?
access to.
Who could answer me then?
Usher Talltree, our current
It's so
primate,
weird.
may be the only
Never seen one
able
like
to
that
answer.
before. I thought he was wearing like
He's a discreet
a
man who
key
lives in
or
the
a
West
whistle
End.
or something. But now I say it's a stethoscope. Weird.
Thank you for your time, Edgar.
So that's it? I thought maybe he'd have a mission for me or something. 6. I can't brainwash him and drink him yet. I'm not going to. But, you know, I can't. I couldn't even if I wanted to. I've never been to the upper floor. I wonder what's here. Oh, dead end. Okay. And that door is locked. What about on this side? Oh, also dead end. Alright, that was disappointing. I decided that I'm going to do some citizen investigations today. Let's see. Yeah, she said she was being spied upon here from the from the gardens or whatever. Should probably remove this. I should be able to detect a heartbeat. No, this is heading to Whitechapel. It's supposed to be here, whoever it is. Odd. Oh, wait. No, those are just rats. No, not even no, they are actual people. Oh great, they must think that she is an actual vampire. I'm guessing that's them because they're super low level. There we go. Door. Do I chat with them or just kill them? I was just trying to take the letter on the table, but fine. Yeah, figures. Find local command post of the guard of Prewin. Okay, I can't leave through this door. Alright, cross the river. Straight ahead. It is straight ahead, yeah? Yeah, more or less. Hello there, Scal. How are you feeling today? I can see you're very active. Damn it. I always dodge, well, not always, but sometimes dodge just a little bit too late. There. Oh. You know what? I mean, it's here to be used, so why not use the ultimate? No, walk into the cloud. Yeah, I need to unlock the one that allows me to freeze them for 2 seconds. I'm going to combine that with this and just basically get a shit ton of blood. Right, I am here to get you to stop bothering Telma. Reassure? Wait, so I'm not supposed to kill them? Okay, maybe I wasn't supposed to kill them, but too little too late. Pretty sure I killed everybody. Yeah. Yeah, you see there's that sound again. I need to look up what that is. I forgot to do it last time. Okay, Telma should be downstairs. There she is. Telma Howcroft.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
I have made inquiries about the men who were tracking you, Miss Howcroft.
I did not expect a mortal to have this sort of courage. Speak, Doctor. Why are they hunting me down?
It was a misunderstanding. These hunters were in fact looking for a very different creature, but they mistakenly put their sights on you.
I knew it. I have become undone. Those hunters have discovered me. But they
No.
don't know what I'm capable of.
If you'll accept some advice from a petty mortal, I think you should assume a low profile and just quietly disappear into the shadows.
You are right. And you have served me well, mortal. Take this as a reward for your time.
Thank you, Miss Howcroft.
Perhaps
This
I will
mortal
allow you to drink deep of
is
my blood. One day.
very, yeah.
I'll keep that.
Appreciate
position in
this
mind.
mortal appreciates your your offer.
What do you really know about vampires?
I saw one and he saw me. I watched him hunt and kill. I saw his terrible wounds heal as his victim died. And then I knew I was saved.
You mean you actually saw a vampire
Huh?
here in London?
Yes.
What did you
And
see?
it has been the answer to my pain. I must drink and kill to regenerate my decaying body. I am a vampire too.
Hmm.
You have no idea what problems your claim could cause if heard by the wrong people, Miss Howcroft. You must stop this nonsense now.
Why fear the truth? Strange things live in the dark, Dr. Reid. Strange.
I don't fear the
ancient
truth. I am a
beings that were
vampire.
here before this island even had a name.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much. He's the only mortal I find interesting.
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul.
Hmm.
Even though he disguises it. But I am not the woman he needs. No, for I am a vampire, Doctor.
Of course you are.
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else? I'm not that cruel, Doctor.
Uh-huh.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Time has lost its effect on me. But the suffering continues.
I mean, I would drink her since she's now full of experience, but I mean, she's not a bad person.
Good evening, Nurse.
She's sick.
Good evening, Dr. Reid.
Goodbye.
What your last thoughts would be, sir.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reid.
I'm sure you are.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Alright. Another citizen investigation. Should probably check the map.
We are.
Alright.
Steady, boys. We've got one of them here.
Ah, here it is. Finally. Dear mother.
In this letter, Mortimer Goswick does nothing to hide his desire to die. I
Indeed.
could give it to his mother, but doing so would betray his trust.
I mean... This is actually a bit difficult. I'm not sure what I should do here. Should I bring it to his mom? Or... Fertile is the belly of the beast. I highly doubt that vampires can actually breed like
It's
that.
locked.
Now what to do? Who should get the letter? Really? Alright then. Alright. Back to the hospital. To whom should I give the letter? That is the question. I thought maybe I could go in there, apparently not. Let me just reread this. Where is it? Alright, I'm giving it to his mother. I'm not sure if it's the right course of action. Never spoken with this guy?
Good evening, Doctor. Dr. Reid. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir. Thank you. And you are? I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reid.
Huh.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's
Yeah,
just
that's
a
fair
question
enough.
of jealousy and pride.
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Tell me, Thoreau, what's the real cause of your dislike for Dr. Ackroyd?
He refuses to admit that your blood transfusion technique is the only way to save Mr. Fiddick. I'm convinced we must use it.
What Dr. Ackroyd really said is that you lack the skill to perform this operation efficiently.
Yep.
Is there anything you have to say about this?
It's a false conceit. Dr. Ackroyd secretly envies your reputation.
It's not
His
very
jealousy
secret.
blinds him. I'm not the real target here.
Alright.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Nice, sweet girl. Reads me like a book. I never could keep anything from her.
Here's the thing. If I give it to him, sure. I'm not betraying his trust.
All right. Don't waste your time with me.
But like it says in the letter, he's going to try this again. If I give it to his mom, I'm betraying his trust.
This hospital seems to be falling apart.
But
Good evening, Mr.
he won't try it again.
Okay.
I've read your letter, Mortimer. You wrote about an unbearable feeling of despair while the world crumbles around you. Tell me more about it.
There's nothing more to say, really. It's hurtful, it's unbearable, and I don't ask anyone to understand what I feel.
That's it.
Despair is a deadly poison I've tasted myself, sir. We're only tempted to drink it because we're terrified by the uncertainty of the next minute.
I know that perfectly, Doctor. For I waited for so long, hoping that the next minute would be less unbearable.
It gets better. I know that that's a cliche, but it's true. Hint required. Well, let's try this.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
How
So painful.
I'll let you get some rest, then.
Don't waste your time with me.
Okay, let's
Good
try
evening, Doctor.
Mama
How
Goswick.
is my son doing?
Mortimer is extremely vague as to his motivations for committing suicide. Tell me more about what you know.
As you say, Mortimer had no reason to die.
Hmm.
All he said to me was that he wanted to make the world a better place, but couldn't.
Why did your son feel so useless when facing the world?
I think it was more that he could only see the melancholy facets of life. He couldn't help but dwell on such things.
What do you think he meant by making the world a better place?
Mortimer has always been a sensitive soul. He wouldn't talk to anyone for months after his father passed. It's like he carries everyone's sadness with him.
For the record, suicide does not make the world a better place.
I have read your son's suicide note. It was not an impulsive gesture, nor was it his first attempt.
He threatened to kill himself a few times before. But I never thought he would dare to punish me this much.
Punish you?
Why?
I've known for a long time he was not happy with his life. But I always hoped he cared enough to avoid making me suffer like this.
Seriously?
Do you realize your son could try to kill himself again? He might succeed next time.
I think about it every minute. But I won't stop fighting for my son's future. That's how much I love him.
Mm-hmm.
Your determination is laudable, but you are in a state of denial, Mrs. Goswick.
Indeed.
Your son has a very strong death wish.
How dare you talk to a mother like that? Talk to me like that?
I'm only trying to be honest, Mrs. Goswick. As painful as this fatal end may be for you, you have to accept this is a possibility.
No, I'll never accept it. If my son was to die under your care, well, you have no idea what I'm capable of, Dr. Reid.
Ma'am, I can take you outside and drink you. Like a juice box.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
But yeah, that was obviously the wrong thing to say to a mother.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick.
I'm okay.
I have to...
Good evening, sir.
Alright, screw it.
Good evening.
Your son asked me to find this letter, Mrs. Goswick. However, I thought it would be preferable to give it to you.
I already know what I'm going to read. Mortimer, why are you acting in this way? I have done everything I can to help you. But it's not enough.
We will talk about this letter later. I understand that you need some privacy.
Before you leave, take this for your trouble. Thanks to you, my son still has a future. Perhaps.
100 shillings.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Is that a lot? I don't know how much a shilling is.
Dr. Reid, I know that...
Alright.
Pembroke will prevail and survive.
Huh. Whoa, that's far away. How about this one? Ah, here it is, Whitechapel.
This epidemic.
Hint lost. Alright. Get the feeling I'm going to regret what I did, but fine.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Damn, the nurse has a lot of
Goodbye.
secrets. Clay Cox. He said he's the leader of the Wet Boot Boys, right?
Hey, Doc.
Couldn't mesmerize him now, but there are still 2 hints. 2 whole hints. That'll probably push him to 1000 XP. And I definitely want that 1000 XP. Right, should chat with Newton.
Hello.
Good evening.
You and Oswald were buried alive during the war. Tell me about it.
Yeah. It was last
Well,
summer.
every time I see Jonathan, he
Shell
gets
hit
more
our trench and
veiny.
we were buried for a week.
Oswald seemed far more traumatized than you by the event.
It wasn't the first time it happened to me. And surviving it again gave me strength. You believe that?
I guess.
How did you survive for a week?
Luckily for us, there were rations and water in the tunnel. It was an outpost, see. Since then, Oswald's not keen on being inside for too long.
I'm sure that impaired your relationship.
What can you tell me about the war, Mr. Blight? If you want to speak about it, of course.
War was... Well, you know, sir. The stench of death
I
everywhere.
read that war is worse than hell.
Just pray
Because
to make
hell,
it through and get
only
home.
the guilty go to hell,
Bloody
whereas
nightmare.
war affects the innocent.
I fought in France, too. I served as a field surgeon, but it was not uncommon to repel an assault, especially at night.
Yeah. The first time I was wounded, I had to protect the infirmary from hostiles.
Huh.
Twice.
Did you know
Can you
Oswald
imagine?
Fletcher before the war?
No. We met in the battlefield. I think we were in the same boat to France. We've stuck together ever since.
Alright.
Why do you stay here now that Mr. Thatcher's back?
It's complicated. Since the war, Oswald's been really nervous with the idea of entering any hospital. And me, I've got my own issues.
Can you speak about them?
Rats, sir. Even seeing one, they turn me. Just want to run.
Rats.
It's that fear that stopped me from going after Oswald when he left.
That is bizarre.
What caused your phobia
Yeah.
of rats, Newton?
It happened last
Now I'm
year
curious.
following an artillery attack. I was trapped for 2 days in a hole under 2 dead soldiers. And there were rats.
Go on.
They started eating me as soon as I dozed. Gnawing at my ears. My fingers.
I don't see any
lips.
marks.
I couldn't move. Couldn't call for
Like,
help.
none.
I see.
No, you don't. You have no idea what it is to wake up buried under bodies. Fucking vermin eating your flesh. Oswald. He found me and saved me.
Alright.
Goodbye, Miss.
You're right, I can't really... I mean, I can imagine, but imagining something is not the same as understanding the reality of the situation. Alright, I'll wait until the next checkpoint, which should be coming soon. It'll probably occur as soon as I cross the threshold between the districts. Right about now. Or not. That's also a possibility. Maybe now? Yep, now. Well, anyway, that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again next time.